Hey, ladies, and welcome to Girl Talk Conversations. I am your host, Camry G, and this is a space for real, honest conversations about life, growth, relationships, and everything in between. So, disclaimer, by no means are we experts. We are just simply women navigating this thing called life, learning as we go, and sharing our experiences along the way. So there are no filters, no perfection, just real talk with real women. So get comfortable, take a breath, and let's get into this conversation. So, for starters, we have some special guests. I am not doing this episode alone. Of course, I got my girl Caitlin back with me, so if we could give her a warm welcome.
Hey, welcome back.
And today we are also welcoming someone new to the Girl Talk Couch. Her name is Kirsten. I am super excited about this one because we have familiar energy. A new perspective is being brought to the fold, and hopefully a whole lot of laughs. So, what better time to bring in a new friend when we're talking about making new friends as an adult? So, without further ado, can we please welcome Kirsten? Thank you so much for joining. And without further ado, we're going to get started. So, getting into the first question, ladies, how would you describe your current friend group in 3 words? Think about it. I'll go first. I am going to describe my friend group as small, familial, and meaningful. That's for me. So, Caitlin, how would you describe your current friend group in 3 words?
Small, loyal, and trustworthy.
Okay. Yes, yes. Kirsten.
Small. I would also say loving and familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we all have that in common. So see,
Mhm.
this is exactly why we're friends. So we all said small. Like, why do you think that is?
I
For
think it's.
Go
Oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
Okay. Mine is small because it takes a lot of more time to get to know people. So, like, you got to watch them and, like, see how they move before you, like, give that part of yourself to somebody else. Because friendship is still a relationship, just in a different way.
very much so. I agree. I know that growing up military, mine is small because I mean it's sad to say, but not everybody makes the cut. And it's not like I'm like, you can't be my friend. Like, no, it's just like you said, you have to be able to trust them. And like it's a lot. Like you go through a lot in life and you want to be able to trust somebody and tell them and vent without it being spread on like Channel 5. Like you don't want your business all out there, but you want to have a genuine connection. Casey, did you want to add anything?
Mine is a little bit different. I would say that mine is small because I do have children.
Okay.
I had children at a young age. I had my daughter at 21, and then I just had my son a year ago. So my friend group is super small because finding friends who treat your children like they are their own or love my children like their family, it's really hard because there are some people who in life they're like, I don't want anything to do with kids. And also, I think it's also small because it's hard for me to just kind of drop everything and be able to go out to hang out and do whatever my friends are wanting because I do have kids that are my first priority always in life.
Absolutely. And they
For
should
sure.
be, because that would just make you a great mom.
Mhm. Thanks.
All right. All right. So the second question, why do you think making friends as an adult feels so much harder than it did as a child? Think about it. Let it marinate. I'll go first. Um, I feel like as a child, like we're able to like just speak freely and be ourselves and not have a care in the world. We don't have to worry about like consequences because we're learning. We're new here. And like we aren't worried about first impressions. We don't even really know what that means. We're just solely being ourselves. And then when you get to become an adult, subconsciously everything gets in the way, like your fears and your anxiety. And it's like, I don't, that person looks like they're stuck up or something, and I don't want to go over there. But as a kid, if you notice, like when you go in the store, majority of the time, they're going to speak to anybody. And I love that because it's so genuine and it's like, hey, but I feel like that's for me. That's my thought. So
I
again,
I
yeah,
can agree with that too because as children we don't care about what someone else might be wearing, or how they look and stuff. And I feel like sometimes as adults, like people just get this, well, what do you have kind of thing?
yes,
Like, what kind of house do you have? What kind of car do you have? What clothes do you wear? What are you? And I feel like there are certain people who base it off of things like that. So it is hard to make genuine friendships if people are just looking at you and they're like, oh, I don't like her because that's what she's wearing today. And unfortunately, it's just like that in today's world. People base things off of looks. And I hate that so much because, like, for example, like you can look at a girl and sometimes she's just very like, and you'd be like, oh, she is so not nice. But
with
once you get to talk
RBS.
to her, yes, yes. But once you get to talk to her, you're like, oh my gosh, she's the coolest girl I've ever met. So it's
Yeah,
like, it's so hard as adults too because finding, like you said, that genuine friendship, it is hard. It is very, very hard, and to be able to trust somebody is also very hard.
yes. And piggybacking off of you with the girls with the RBF, you're looking at three women
Yes.
that naturally have it. We can't help it, but if we're very nice and we will probably give you the shirt off our back and we're very caring, but you have to get past that first interaction and like I promise we're not gonna bite. So
Yes. Agreed.
like we can't help it, y'all. Caitlin, what do you think making friends as an adult feels so much harder than it did as a child?
I think when we're younger, we have more innocence and like we're more open to like looking. And then as you get older, that glass kind of shatters because you've had broken friendships, you moved on, like military kid, we move a lot. So like friendships fall off. Not that we don't care about those people, it's just my life has changed. I had X, Y, and Z going on. And I feel like when we were in school, you had more common ground. We didn't have nothing, like we had nothing going on. Like you were in sports, you was hanging out in the classroom, like we had the same class. As an adult, like we all got our own thing going on. So I feel like unless you find like your coworker or whatever, or you're joining a club, which most of us usually don't do,
Or
like you're
don't have
not
time
finding
for it?
that common ground as quickly with people as we did when we were in high school, when we were younger.
Yes, I agree. And like you said, like when you're in school, kind of like Kirsten said too, when it comes to like when people are focusing on like what you wear and what do you have, which is, I'm sorry if you're one of those people, but come
Mhm.
on. Like,
There are some people though.
I
There
know,
are.
and it breaks my
Yes,
heart because it's
unfortunately.
like y'all are missing out on so much just
Yeah.
thinking about that. Like, yes, it's okay to want nice things and have nice things, but don't let those things become you because it's materialistic. And I mean, you have
You
to
can't
have a
take,
foundation without that.
but you can't take it with you when you die.
That's true.
So it
Just
makes
Right.
no
like money.
difference.
I'm not going to kill myself to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
You need to have a life. Try to build a life. Take that away, if nothing else, ladies. Try to get you some genuine friends. Just try to enjoy life the best you can because this whole 40-day, 40-hour work week is just, I can't understand it. I will never understand it. Somebody change it, please. We need
Let's pass a
freedom.
law.
Somebody help us. We're in the trenches. But yeah, but what I was going with the kids in school and what you wear, if you think about it, like Kirsten, you have kids. So like, for example, your daughter, she may be comfortable in her shorts and her shirts and and not want to dress up, but then as she goes through school and more people have like, oh, they only have Lululemon or oh, they only have whatever the popular backpacks are, then it becomes like influence, and it's like I feel like that's when it starts to trickle away, and I'm like, I wish that we could find a way to change that, but I
Mhm.
know that there's just too many factors on top of all of the social media.
And I will say when we were in school, I feel like it took us a lot longer to get to like, oh, what brand are you wearing? Oh, do you have this on nowadays? Like my daughter's in second grade and she comes home and she's like, so and so has on New Balances. I want the new New Balances. Or so and so has this new Stanley Cup. I want a new Stanley Cup. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't remember being like that in second grade at all.
Uh-uh.
And she's all about the brands like, oh, Lululemon's getting big already. And she's literally 7 years old. It's just, it's a lot.
Everybody send prayers to Kirsten and her
Yes, please.
wallet.
Please.
Because
I
I
don't
don't
even
think
have Lululemon, girl.
I don't feel like we did name brands until we got into high school. I feel like high school
Yes.
was where because we that's when name brands became a thing.
And even then it was limited because it was like, why do you need that? You'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And then I feel
Or
like
go to
we're
work
too
and get it.
grown to like have to worry about like brand names now. Like we got jobs, like bills. Like
And
you got a house, a car payment, like that should be what you're flexing on.
period. And Amazon has some really good dupes. Sidebar. I'm just saying.
Right.
If you
Seriously.
if you need some more budget friendly options to look like the Lululemon and the whatever, I'm just saying it's there. We're halfway through. We're going to start with question number 3. Have you ever realized you've outgrown a friendship, and what did that look like for you? Think about it. So for me personally, I have realized when I've started to outgrow friendships, but it wasn't like a major realization. It was more like the communication started to slack off. And then it like either completely disappears or it gets to the point where you only speak on like birthdays and when you see stuff on social media and it's like, well, happy birthday. I haven't talked to you in a year, but happy birthday anyway, like thinking of you. Um, Outside of that, I don't really feel like I've had anything. I think because social media is so prevalent now, it makes it so you can keep up with people. Like growing up, we only had like if you had your number, you know? But now we kind of see people all the time and you can comment or share memes or something. So for me, it's more communication dies down outside of social media, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Mine is more of kind of the same thing. Like we'll be talking and then like, life got in the way and I had too much going on and then like I just stopped communicating. And it's not on that person, it's just that at that time I couldn't prioritize that friendship or like give what I needed to give and it's not their fault or my fault. We kind of just stopped talking. So like I see them on social media like you said and birthdays and like little stuff, but like our lives have gone so differently that like we kind of just lost touch.
Yes. And I want to add to that too, because you said that your in your example, but like that's a perfect example of like if you have a genuine friendship, because a genuine friend is going to realize that life is happening and we don't have time to stay by our phones every single day. They may be in our hand, but that doesn't mean we're calling or texting. That our calendar is on there, our notes are on there, our reminders. So if you have a genuine friendship, like for example, me and Caitlin have been friends for decades, and she knows me, and it's nothing against her, but sometimes I just need to step back. And not from her, just because it's so much happening and I don't have time to text and stuff.
Mhm.
But she knows, like, okay, let me call her. Are you good? And it just may simply be this that conversation. I'm like, yes. And she's like, are you okay? Yes. And she's like, okay, call me when you're ready. And same with her, a lot of of my small group, we all understand that. So it's like, if you have a genuine friendship, it doesn't matter if you drift apart. Whenever you do get time to pick back up, it's going to feel like you never missed a day. So that's what I wanted to add to that. Kirsten, what do you think?
I could totally agree with that. When I was in junior year of high school, I actually moved to where I live now, which is an hour and a half away from my hometown. And one of my really good friends still lives in my hometown. And sometimes we don't talk. It'll be months that we don't talk. But when we do text, it's like, hey, like, you can just ask just a random question and she's not gonna be like, "Oh, why is she texting me?" It's more of like, "Oh, we both have busy lives. We both have kids. We both have things going on, and it's just hard to like sit down and talk all the time." Just like my best friend, like we don't talk every day. We may talk once a week now. She's in school, she has kids, I have kids, I have a job, and we're all doing our own thing, right? So I send her a text like once a week. I'm like, "Are you good?" And she'll be like, "Barely, but I'm good. I'm hanging in there." And I'm like, "Same." And we just have that, that's what a genuine friendship is, where you can just be like, "Hey, I just want to check on you, make sure everything's good. I'm still here, just busy, crazy," and catch up for a few minutes and then move on and then talk into next week. But yeah, that's just how life is.
Yeah, for sure. So when people get offended, it saddens me because it really is not personal. I promise. Whether it's with us, whether it's with your friends out there, for anyone's watching, just try to give each other grace. Life is life, and we're trying our best, and that's all we can do. But we're here if you need us. That's the takeaway. All right. So for the fourth question, what makes someone feel safe enough to become a close friend for you? For me, I think I touched on this a little bit already. When I can trust you with information and my feelings, right? And if I tell you something, or maybe it's an accidental overshare, and it doesn't get back to me by someone that I don't even communicate with, that's a good sign for me. So that I know I can trust you. What are your guys' signs that someone can be safe?
I
Go ahead.
like, I mean, I'm a slower burn when it comes to friendships. So like my coworker that I'm friends with now, like when she started working on her job, like I didn't talk to any of them. Like I'd walk down the hallway and they would think, shoot, we were in the office and we had like lunch together and we had like found common ground. And then they had told me, they're like, we didn't even think you like liked us. I was like, y'all haven't been here long enough and people rotate out of this building like it's going out of style. And I feel like once we made a genuine connection on like, I forgot what it was, and then like she told me her story and I told her my story, and then like we kind of met in the middle at like, because our parents were sick, so
Hmm.
like we kind of made common ground on that and like our experiences with that. So I feel like once you can find like a genuine like interest or like whatever connects you, that can make you go deeper than just like what food or whatever stuff that you have going on. I think that's when I start to trust you.
Yep, I agree. Kirsten?
I don't have much to say off that. I mean, I agree with where you both are coming from. Trust is a big one, and being able to share pieces of your life that you can't just sit and tell everyone about, and them have like sympathy for you or connection. You know, some people have been through the same thing that you've been through and you would never know. And I'm big on, we never know what people are going through. We've
Definitely.
all been through things in life. We're all going through things in life, and we just have to give each other grace. So I think trust and grace are like my big things.
I agree. I like both of
Yeah.
those. I like all of the answers. All right. Ladies, how do you balance supporting others while protecting your own peace? For me, I'm going to say boundaries. Um, whatever that looks like for you. I believe in saying no. I had to learn how to get there though. Before I tried to make everybody happy and I would run myself ragged and not have enough energy for me, family, friends included. Now, Caitlin can attest. I'm just like, girl, no, can't do it. So yeah, saying no helps me to protect my peace. Um, because I'll support you and I'll try to help you if I can. But like Kirsten said earlier, we all have stuff going on and we try to give each other grace. But you can go overboard sometimes, and then you have to remember I have to take some time for myself. And I have to be okay. I don't need to be burning both ends of the candle and be super tired when I get home. That's not fair to your family, your friends, yourself. So for me, it's boundaries. Ladies?
I think mine was pretty much the same thing, boundaries. I feel like I found a good way to like make sure that I'm giving my friends what they need, but also realize like that's not my life and I can't control whatever you got going on. Like I can support you, but like when I feel like that support is like I'm giving too much and like you're not taking it, and then I'm like, okay, well, I'll just be what if you like it, I love it. That's my favorite saying. Like you like it, I'm gonna love it from over here. I'll be there to support you, but I'm not gonna give you like a ton of like advice that you're not taking. And like I feel like finding the right sweet spot, like where you're not giving too much, but you're still protecting yourself and your friendship, is the key factor in it.
I like that. Keep.
To piggyback off y'all, I am working on boundaries.
Yes, you
I
are.
give myself to everyone. I want everyone to be happy around me. But then at the end of the day, I'm drained. I can't come home and give my 100% to my family if I'm drained from other people. So yeah, boundaries I'm working on. And being a people pleaser, I've got to learn to say no. So I'm gonna need y'all to hold me accountable on that.
I
I
just don't
got
think
you.
there's anything wrong with saying no. I feel like it's always like people are like, we felt like no is a bad word, but I feel like as you get older, you understand like no is a boundary for me. Like we can say no and still love that person and care about that person, but like no is no. Like it doesn't make me change how I feel about you.
Absolutely.
Right, right,
No is a complete sentence.
Yes.
Even when people ask, well, why, or try to make you feel guilty, um, no. And if that relationship is genuine, again, it won't matter. And we can still, I know I make Caitlin mad sometimes. I do. But we can still be like, okay, now what are we going to eat for lunch?
Yeah.
right.
Like,
Because you can agree to disagree. We're all gonna feel certain ways about different things.
right.
You may feel
Yeah.
one way and I may feel a different way, but if we can just be like, okay, that's how we agree to disagree and we move on.
Exactly.
Some people, unfortunately, in life can't understand that everybody thinks differently and feels differently about things, and that just blows the whole friendship for them, unfortunately.
Because
Yeah.
they want to be right. Like I don't want to be right. I could care less.
Right,
It's like,
right.
whatever.
Live your life.
Okay, cool. That's
If
if
that's how
like,
you feel that it's right, then that's on. Like I said, you like it, I love it.
I
Yes.
knew it was coming.
I will support you even though I might not fully agree, but I will always be there for you.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
closing
here if
my
you need me.
eyes and I'm
Yeah.
watching from the sidelines.
Yes. Yes.
I see that truck coming. You gonna swerve? Maybe not. Okay. Well, as
Yeah.
long as you're not hurt, we're
Let me
good to
just
go.
have the phone on standby to call 911 if you need me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. So we have reached the Q&A portion of the segment, and we're going to read some of the comments that you all put into the chat. So thank you if you took the time to do that. Thank you if you viewed the video, liked the video, shared the video. Any interaction with the video that you may have had, whether you liked it or disliked it. I hope you let me know if you didn't and what we can change. But for the first question the question was, what is the hardest part about making friends as an adult? We had two responses. So, Miss Yolette, thank you for commenting. She said the hardest part of making friends for her as an adult is trust. I completely agree with that.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think we kind of touched on that with our answers as well. But trust is a big one for sure. Do y'all have anything you want to say?
No, I agree. I think trust is like huge in a relationship. You gotta trust somebody to be able to share the things that you got going on.
100%. I
Yeah.
agree.
So thank you, Yolette, for sharing your hardest part of making friends as an adult. The next person was Kia. Thank you for commenting as well. She said the hardest part about making friends for her as an adult is finding a genuine mutual connection. Absolutely. I agree.
I agree with that too, because it's hard. It is very hard.
It is. Thank you, Kia, for commenting. Appreciate you taking the time to do that. The second question for the second week of August was, how would you describe your current friend group in 3 words? Miss Shantae commented, thank you for commenting. She said, I would describe my current friend group as loyal, supportive, and fun. Yes, definitely. I know you personally, and fun is definitely in there. Um,
Fun might be number one for her.
yes, let's switch that around. Fun, loyal, supportive. Yes, you are definitely going to have a blast if you are around her. So thank you so much for commenting and taking the time. And then we had another commenter, Yolette. She commented on both. So, okay, girl, see. She said that she really doesn't have a current friend group that she would describe in 3 words. She says that she kind of stays to herself. Nothing wrong with that
Nope.
at all, really.
Means you just haven't found the right people yet.
Yeah. Or maybe you're totally like an introvert, and either way is okay with me.
Yep. I like
As
both.
long as you're happy, honey. All right. Do we have anything we want to add before we close out this episode of Girl Talk Podcast? All good?
Nope. I think we're good.
All right. Well, again, I want to thank both Kirsten for joining us for the first time, and I want to thank Caitlin for being an honorary guest and being here helping me hold it down. This episode was titled Making Friends as Adults. We hope that all of our ladies watching and fellas watching have found something that they can learn from, grow from, and maybe hopefully make friends as an adult that is genuine, that you can trust, and that support you and add to you. We don't want anyone making our lives harder. We have enough. So, again, thank you so much, ladies, for joining. I appreciate you. And, ladies, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Uh,
Everyone, thank you for tuning in to Girl Talk Conversations. I hope today's episode gave you something to sit with, something to grow from, and reminded you that you are not alone in how you think or feel. If this conversation resonated with you, please share it with your circle, leave a review, and stay connected with us on social media. Your support truly means everything. Until next time, remember it costs absolutely nothing to be kind. Take care of yourself, show up for one another, and let's keep the conversation going. Bye.